It's hard to believe it's been nearly 2 years since the pandemic really took hold in our community. Not only was the world hit with medical emergencies, our economy, workforce, and everything in between was hurt. Job loss was at an all-time high in Nevada, reaching nearly 30% unemployment. For organizations like Workforce Connections, Executive Director Jaime Cruz says navigating the new normal is tricky.
Somebody thought it's going to be easy when the pandemic goes away. All the X amount of workers that left going to go to that same X amount of open jobs, and that hasn't been the case.
Not only are the jobs not there, some employees are struggling to find childcare or are still worried about their health. Plus, the job market is changing.
Through robotics, processes evolve to not need people anymore. And so there's jobs that just won't come back because those processes have been made more effective through automation.
Thankfully, the American Rescue Plan Act is helping local businesses, nonprofits, and others navigate. The city was provided $130 million to allocate to those in the community. According to city manager Jorge Cervantes, the city will hold on to $9 million in reserves just in case COVID-19 responses are needed again. But that leaves more than $121 million that are being awarded to qualified applicants.
They felt that the local and state governments was really the front line of where a lot of things were occurring, had a better idea of where the needs were based on their community. The needs could be for more on the medical side, it could be more to assist businesses that were impacted because of the closures, it could be based on trying to roll out more vaccinations. So they felt that a local or state government had a better idea of where that money could best be utilized to help the community.
Through town hall meetings and surveys, the city created 4 categories to help divide up the money.
We looked at being the response to the pandemic, whether that was through vaccination or the efforts. We looked at affordable housing. We looked at helping business assistance, and we looked at not-for-profit organizations. And then we broke it off by percentages. And we focused the majority of money in not-for-profit organizations, but what we found was during the pandemic, it was really our not-for-profit partners that were out there responding, whether they were passing out food, whether they were providing rental assistance. It was the not-for-profit partners that were the front line of the response. So we allocated the majority of the money, or will allocate the majority of the money to those organizations to continue that effort.
There were initially 577 applications for the ARPA money, totaling $2.2 billion in requests. Cervantes says the city had a difficult task of figuring out which organization would be best to push the money out effectively and quickly. In the end, not-for-profits are receiving 40% of the money, with the other categories each getting 20%. Workforce Connections was awarded $1 million. Cruz says with their share, they're forming industry sector partnerships to help employers find qualified individuals who are ready to join the workforce right out of high school.
If employers are now depending more on automation, so some of those there'll be new jobs because those robots need somebody to build the robots, maintain the robots, program the robots. And so there will be new jobs. Once we identify the training needs to build that curriculum, to buy the equipment that's needed to train. So it's a large menu of where the investment is made, and then eventually actually, if you will, paying for that training, paying for the instructors that it's going to take to equip these workers in the new jobs that are available. Not the necessarily the old jobs that disappeared, but what the economy looks like moving forward. That's where we want to invest the money to prepare those workers to be successful in that new economy.
For Workforce Connections, it's all about filling the gap and ensuring Las Vegans get high-quality, high-paying jobs as we step into the future and our new normal.